Hello, robot. Good morning. Movie mode.
Work mode.
Everything you just saw is already installed in my room. I didn't add temporary relays, and I'm not using an online voice assistant. I added this tiny offline voice recognition module to the smart devices I already use every day.
So today, I'm adding offline voice control to my entire smart room. Before adding voice control, let me show you what we're actually working with, because this isn't a smart home setup built specifically for this video.
These wall lights are WS2812B addressable LEDs. They're already controlled by another ESP32, and I've exposed a local API so I can change their state, brightness, colors, and effects from the network. Then I have this Tuya wall controller. It gives me two separate ceiling light channels plus the speed control for my ceiling fan. And all of those are already available inside Home Assistant. Then there's something a little different, my custom-built air purifier. I built this one myself, and it already has its own ESP32-based control system. Finally, there's my Kenwood air conditioner. That is also connected to Home Assistant using Midea LAN. So I already have several smart devices around the room, but they all use different control paths. What I don't have is one simple local voice interface that can control all of them, and that's where this module comes in. This is the Gravity Offline Voice Recognition Sensor from DFRobot. Unlike a normal cloud voice assistant, it doesn't need to upload your speech somewhere else just to recognize a command. The recognition happens on the module itself. It already comes with more than 100 built-in commands, and it can also learn custom commands. But there is an important distinction here. This is not a conversational AI. I can't ask it random questions, and it isn't trying to understand everything I say. Instead, it listens for commands it knows. When it recognizes one, it simply gives my ESP32 a command ID, and that's exactly what makes it useful for this project, because the voice sensor doesn't need to know anything about my air conditioner, my lights, Home Assistant, or the ESP32 controlling the wall LEDs. It just needs to say, I heard command number 23. Then my ESP32 decides what command number 23 actually means. Let's start with the easiest device, my WS2812B wall lighting. Because the lighting controller already has an exposed local API, the new ESP32 doesn't need to control any LEDs directly. It simply sends a request to the ESP32 that's already doing that job. Let's try it. Hello, robot.
Yes, I am here.
Now, set to blue. Set to yellow. Set to red. Color mode. So already, one ESP32 is recognizing the command, and another completely separate ESP32 is performing the action, all without adding a single control wire between them. Now let's try something completely different. These ceiling lights are not connected to my lighting ESP32. They're controlled through this Tuya wall switch, and I already have both channels available inside Home Assistant. So instead of trying to reverse engineer the wall switch, I'm just going to use the automation system that's already there. The voice ESP32 recognizes the command, then sends the corresponding request to Home Assistant. Home Assistant controls the correct entity, and the physical switch does the rest. Let's test it. Hello, robot.
How can I help?
Turn on the warm light. Turn on the white light. And this is where the project starts becoming much more useful, because now the voice sensor is controlling devices from completely different systems without caring how those devices actually work. This is my Kenwood air conditioner. It was never designed to work with this voice module, but because I already have it connected to Home Assistant through Midea LAN, I don't actually need to interface with the AC directly. I can treat it exactly like another entity. So when the ESP32 receives the correct command ID, it can ask Home Assistant to switch the AC on, turn it off, or change its operating parameters. And this is probably the most unusual device in the room, my smart chair. This chair originally came with its own built-in voice assistant and control circuit, but I wanted full control over how it worked and how it connected with the rest of my room. So I disassembled the chair, removed the original control electronics, and replaced them with my own ESP32-based controller. Now it's fully integrated with Home Assistant, and I've also exposed local API commands for direct control. Which means this little voice module can now control the chair as well. I can tell it to move into the sitting position, switch to comfort mode, lay the chair back, or even start the massage system and control its different intensity levels. Instead of giving 4 different commands every time I sit down to work, I can teach the voice module one custom phrase, for example, work mode. Then I decide what that command means. Hello, robot.
How can I help?
Work mode.
For my room, work mode could turn on both ceiling lights, set the wall lighting to a bright scene, set the fan to medium, and set the air conditioner to 24 degrees, and set chair to work position. One phrase, multiple systems. That is much more useful. I'm not really controlling 4 devices anymore. I'm controlling the state of the room. And once that works, we can create another one. Movie mode. Hello, robot.
How can I help?
Movie mode. For this scene, I don't want bright ceiling lights, so both ceiling lights turn off. The WS2812B wall lights switch to a much darker ambient effect. The fan drops to a lower speed. I can keep the AC at a comfortable temperature and, of course, lay the chair back. So let's make that distinction clear. My speech recognition happens locally on this module. No voice command needs to be uploaded to a speech recognition service. The controller, ESP32, then uses my existing local network to reach the devices around the room. Some devices, like my ESP32 wall lighting, are completely local. My AC is connected through Midea LAN, and other smart home integrations may behave differently depending on how they're configured. So when I say offline voice controller, I mean the voice recognition itself doesn't depend on the internet. And wherever the actual device control is local too, the entire command path can remain inside the room. This project turned out much more useful than simply controlling a few outputs from an ESP32. The voice recognition module has one clear job: recognize the command locally. The ESP32 decides what that command means. Home Assistant connects the systems that are already part of the room. And now I want to hear your ideas. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next project.